As we saw there, we have the opening bell. We have stocks open lower. Jared Blikre is with us to break down the initial action here this morning. Hi, Jared.
Hey there. Well, we're sitting on a little bit of red on the open in the three majors. Looks like the Dow is down 0.25%, S&P 500 and the NASDAQ down a little bit less. But guess what? The Russell 2000 just barely positive. It has been the leader this week and this month and this year so far. Just looking inside the NASDAQ 100, we can see kind of a mixed picture with respect to the mega caps. Apple's up about 0.25%. Tesla down 88 basis points. We'll be talking about that the entire day. PayPal also down 1% after a nice run up yesterday. And just looking at some of those other crypto stock names here, not cryptocurrencies, but the stocks, NXTD, that's Next ID, that is up 15% today, looking for two-day gains of about 57% there. So nice run for there. And we also have some other plays here. Marathon Patent Group is up 12%, 60% this week. And also taking a look at NCTY, the 9, that is up about 9%, 16% for the week. Now, looking at the sector action for today, we can see real estate and utilities. Those two stocks, those two sectors which are interest rate sensitive, those are up the most, but not that much. To the downside, energy giving back some gains, down 1.5%, along with industrials and financials. So the reflation trade stumbling a little bit here. And we do see the 10-year T-note yield down a few basis points. So everything kind of in line with that. And just looking at some of the sectors here, we got home builders. We did have some earnings from Simon Property Group yesterday, and we'll just take a quick look at that stock because we've seen this is a COVID story. Not quite the story that we've seen in Lennar and some of the home builders, but in terms of real estate, this has been a depressed stock. You look at what's happened over the last year, it's just really now getting started. Since November had kind of a liftoff with that reflation trade, but still down 27% here after earnings. Guys?
Jared, it's only about a week ago that all we would talk about all day were all the meme stocks, all the squeeze stocks. And when I pull up, it's funny. I made quickly pulled together a portfolio in Yahoo Finance so we could track all these names. And now it's just some stocks that kind of exist. Not a whole lot going on, though we do see the air still coming out of GameStop off double digits right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at that stock. It's down about 11%. And you just look at what's happened over the last 5 days here with that stock, down 40%, testing last week's lows here. Just year-to-date look, you can see the incredible volatility here kind of tapered off. This was a stock that was moving as much as 150, 200% per day, and really not seeing it move that much. But we've been talking about rotation into some other names, and some of these biotech names still popping here. If you look at the top of the list, I don't believe this is biotech here. Well, Healthier Choices Management, this is another meme stock that's practically zero. So don't pay too much attention to these wild numbers here. But you take a look at Time here. Time Technologies up 28%. Also looking at Texas MD, that's up 16%. So there are still some plays here, and they're changing day by day. But I'm adding maybe one or two tickers per day, per 2 sessions here. So I don't see the same movement that we used to. Phenomenon kind of dead for now, but guess what? Heading into retail earnings in a couple of weeks, and there's going to be some movement around some of those heavily shorted small retail names.
I see Macy's there on that board as well. Speaking of retail names that are heavily shorted. Thanks, Jared. Appreciate it.